So I've been seeing a few issues here and there and outrage over how Google and YouTube are handling YouTube accounts lately. Now, depending on what part of the internet you browse, you may have noticed that a lot of your favorite videos or videos that you want to see or see links to on Reddit are taken down. And it used to be sort of uncommon, and now it's become much, much more common. Now, we all know YouTube and Google are in this to make a buck. However, at the same time, I would like to believe that they're also in this for creating an atmosphere of creativity to enhance it in you, to give them content in order to make money off of and for you to make money off of. However, the flip side of this is that Google and YouTube have to keep the advertisers happy in order to keep them paying for advertisements. This results in the sort of community guidelines for what is acceptable and what is not changing drastically over the years. Now, whereas before, back in the day, you could find pretty much anything except for nudity. Nowadays, it's all about taste. What's tasteful and what's not tasteful. Now, as a lot of us know, Google is one of the bigger companies that stands up a lot for free speech, lack of censorship, but they seem to implement things in a way that are not part of that whole goal and idea. Now, the fact of the matter is that YouTube costs a lot of money to run per day. I've heard numbers like it costs somewhere around $1 million per day to run. So imagine how much money they must be making off of it in order for that to be profitable. I mean, that's $365 million a year, which, I mean, I guess isn't really that crazy, all considering. But, I mean, there's something like 72 hours of video uploaded per minute or some crazy shit like that. The problem is, the reason YouTube became popular was because you could go to it and find a video about pretty much anything you wanted, except for pornography. But let's face it, even today I can look up hot girl dancing and it's going to be a goddamn striptease that I can find. No problem. So again, the reason YouTube is as popular as it is right now is because you were able to go on it and find whatever you wanted. You know, regardless of whether it was tasteful or not, you could find something about knowledge of something. If you wanted to look up volcanoes, there were a lot of videos on volcanoes, tornadoes, science, anything that you wanted to know about. But also, if you wanted to see someone jumping off of a building and killing themselves, you could see that too. It was a pretty fair platform for discovering the world around you, whether it be for good or bad. And I think they should stay true to that ideal, because if not, if YouTube becomes a channel of just the same personality over and over again, the same video blogger that just wants to just talk and not be offensive and whatever, I mean, that's fucking boring, dude. And I've noticed this because, okay, I browse Reddit a lot, and slowly over time, while yes, most of the links are still YouTube when you're going to find a video, for something that people might be interested in, might even have a political interest in, geopolitical interest in, like an ISIS video, now you have to go to another website to be able to view something like that. You know, if I want to see what's actually happening in Syria and get the fucking real dark nitty-gritty of it, YouTube's probably not going to be the best place for that. Even just yesterday, Nate's Vlogs, who I didn't even see the video, but he was complaining that his channel was shut down because he had 3 strikes, 3 community standards guidelines strikes against him, which is a retarded system, if you ask me. Basically what it means is if, like, you get 3 strikes, your channel just goes away. Everything you've done and worked for is just gone. And people can do this to you based off of them feeling offended. You can be offended and flag a video, regardless of the content. So if you're Mr. ultra-conservative, Bible-thumping Christian, and you find atheist video offensive, you can flag that as offensive, and so many flags means that channel is gone. That's a terrible model, and it's so easily abused, not only by people who are easily offended and probably shouldn't really be on a lot of the internet anyway, 90% of it. It's also an excellent tool for trolls and trolling people. So now, sites like 4chan can just be like, hey, let's troll this channel and get somebody's channel blocked. And a lot of these people make a lot of their income off of these channels, which you can think that's not a real job or not. The fact of the matter is that's the case, that a lot of people are making money off of YouTube, and good for Google that they are, because that means Google is making a lot of money off of YouTube, even more, way more. Google makes more off of your video than you do, way more. So to have a system in place where it's really not moderated, no human is in control of this as far as we know at this moment. You can't sit there and be like, oh, well, this was a mistake. There was not content on my channel that shouldn't be viewed on YouTube, like nudity or maybe extraordinarily graphic violence, which I do think personally should be allowed on YouTube. And actually, let me explain that real quickly, because for me personally, it's not like I seek out morbidly graphic videos because I enjoy that. I'm sure there are some people who do. The reason that I will often take a look into the darker side of the internet is because I believe it's an eye-opening sort of thing. It's something that keeps me tuned in to what's going on in other parts of the world in ways that you couldn't before. It was easy for us back in 2000 to sit there and judge a lot of the things going on in the Middle East from afar without the point of view perspective as we can get now. That being said, you may agree or disagree with that, that's fine. I'm one of those people who's like, if you don't want to see it, don't watch it, and don't complain that it's there, because maybe here's the solution. Here could be the solution. I'm assuming a lot of the argument for community guidelines such as that, such as graphic violence, nudity, etc., etc. I understand that some people are definitely concerned about those things, and maybe they should be. But how about having a different section to YouTube then, where these types of things can be broadcast fairly by having just an 18+ section? Maybe you have to somehow prove that you are an adult and can handle these things and are legally able to view these things. I'm not saying that maybe that's not the best idea for Google, because advertisers won't want to be associated with sites that have pornography on them. Maybe pornography should just be banned, but maybe there should be a mature section of YouTube, and they definitely need to take another look at how people can flag videos. And if the system stays in place, then channels should not be auto-banned until somebody, a human, can take a look at it and say, no, this is clearly acceptable. If somebody's sitting there and they're playing a video of a fight that they saw on YouTube and commenting on it, why should that be removed? If I want to sit here and if I want to make a whole channel of just swearing, just fuck, shit, damn, motherfucking, cocksucking, bitch-ass, piece of cunt, motherfucking, in your butt, anal poop in your mouth, up your nose, out your ears, stick a dick in your mouth. If I want to do that, why not? It's stupid to me. Maybe it's funny to someone else. So maybe the solution is to have the regular YouTube that we are used to now and mature YouTube as well. Maybe that's the solution. But if we can reach out to Google and YouTube and say, think about what you're doing. You're creating a market right now for someone else. And I think in the case of YouTube, which at one point, and I guess I still do, I view as sort of the future of media and entertainment. Why would you want to create an opening for someone else to come in and be able to do something that you are not doing? Because now I can see sites like LiveLeak, Dailymotion, Vimeo catching up. So I think they need to take another look at this. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.